Professional Development Presentation Assignment by Jonathan Cohn. Why you should join an organization like ISTE. Organizations like ISTE provide excellent videos, blogs, articles, and teaching tools that can help make classroom experiences better for students and teachers. They also provide seminars and classes so that the teacher has professional development and is constantly learning as well. I do not endorse this particular organization, however, because they appear to have some worldview differences and fundamental beliefs about education that are starkly contrasted from my own. Resource 1. Can Minecraft Teach Team Building? By Douglas Kang. This resource serves as a way to show how video games can teach students some values and lessons that have real-world applications. However, by teaching these applications in a video game, it serves to be engaging to the students and hardly seems to the student as schoolwork or a chore. Advantages of this resource. Quote, this led to a great debate about whether we should let technology control our actions and whether we should be allowed to make mistakes and live with the consequences of those actions. What if I invite you over to work on my house? Can we trust external systems to make ethical choices on our behalf? End quote, by Kang, 2021. The debate about TNT mirrored the debate about gun control. As a history teacher, I could teach how political ideas are formed and why they are formed, as well as could teach how civics starts in a civilized society using Minecraft. This also allows me to monitor how my students would react in a society without pre-established rules and regulations. It shows what their worldviews are. The ultimate lesson. Quote, as a teacher, many of my biggest teachable moments when we learn about civility and community and doing the right thing actually occur when the laptops are closed and we are able to talk as a group about what's happening. These lessons are inspired by Minecraft. But the good teaching occurs face-to-face, end quote, Kang, 2021. While this tool is very good at teaching the students lessons, it is important that we take a moment away from the technology to reinforce the lesson in person. This resource is particularly useful for teenage and preteen boys who do not always learn lessons from normal life examples as much as their classroom counterparts, but do learn well from gaming. Resource 2. The educational value of Internet use in the home for school children, a systematic review of the literature. By Raina Dowd, Louise Starkey, Elizabeth Eppel, Tho Doan Vo, and Alan Sylvester. From the abstract. Overall, there were significantly more positive correlations or outcomes reported. We conclude that there is educational value in the home internet use, and the value is influenced by the nature of online activities, end quote, from Dowd, 2021, page 353. Advantages of this resource. This resource provides an overview of the pros and cons of internet usage at home. It shows the detrimental effects that the internet can create, such as disorders and bullying, but also goes into the skills and tools that the internet can use to help students with homework. The authors state that the educational value of the internet at home has not yet been reviewed, and it is timely to do so, to identify overall findings to inform future research agendas, end quote, from Dowd, 2021, page 354. Usage for teachers. This resource allows teachers to balance how much they should rely on the internet of the students in their homes or for homework. The resource also warns about the disadvantages created for those poorer families who don't have access to the internet. However, if those families can get internet access, it has substantial and positive results. This benefits the underserved population of students who don't currently have good socioeconomic backgrounds and serves as a way of boosting their chances in academia. Resource 3. Learning Connections, Whiteboards Engage Autistic Students by Kathleen McClaskey and Randy Welsh. This resource demonstrates how autistic students learn in the classroom and what technological tools can be utilized and integrated into the methodology. The article states that typically, autistic students do not engage in reciprocal play or social learning. They must be taught skills directly, and they generally will not learn them by observation. Teaching them involves a great deal of instruction, end quote, from McClaskey, 2009. Advantages of the resource. This resource demonstrates how whiteboards are a valuable resource to teachers who have special needs students who need a hands-on resource. The article's authors state that, quote, her verbal skills increased exponentially. Katie's development while astonishing, is only one example of many at Spalding Youth Center that have resulted from the innovative use of interactive whiteboards, end quote from McClaskey, 2009. Usage for teachers. Teachers can use this method of whiteboard education in order to appeal to both students with and without special needs. It shows a way for teachers to integrate students with special needs into the regular classroom without alienating them too much. This is excellent, especially for smaller schools which cannot afford to have separate classrooms for their special education students. Finally, I will talk about the IST conference from June 26 to 29. Some of the speakers at the conference included Chris Rush from the Department of Education, the author of Moonshots in Education, Esther Wojcicki, and the head of a prep school, Sue Floro. The most interesting event appears to be the leadership exchange, which was about accelerating transformational practices in your school and districts. I, however, would not personally have been interested in this event, as technology will be a part of my classroom, but will not necessarily be an integral part. This organization also appears to stand for equity, which stands firmly against equality, which is what I support and believe in. And finally, my references.